Hi, everybody. It's Kathy Toulouse from Choices Natural Market, and we are out at Wind Ridge Herb Farm. And we're going to be talking with Liz and Tony Fiorenza today, and they're going to tell us a little bit about their journey in local herbs and how they do things out on their farm. So thanks for letting us visit you today. And if you could just share with us a little bit about how this all started and how you see things going from here.
Well, we've been in business for 17 years, and it started originally as a shop that we opened up where we couldn't find any local organic products to carry in it, so we decided to pretty much kind of do it ourselves. It was a trial and error for a really long time, but my thought was, if you're going to be putting organic or herbs on your food, that they should be as fresh and as healthy as possible. That way you can benefit from the healthy parts of it, instead of having things that are full of chemicals and genetically modified organisms. So we just kind of have evolved since then to where we are today. We raise almost 500 varieties of organic herb plants, and about another 150 varieties of heirloom vegetable plants that we have go into garden centers and grocery stores, and usually the Chicago area. We no longer have our retail location. We're strictly wholesale, but we do open the farm up for 2 weekends in May for our plant sale, or if people want to come out by appointment. We also do events out here in the garden. We do garden tours to help educate people on how to use herbs, the medical benefits of using herbs. My background is I've been a nurse for 40 years, so I kind of came at this as a medical standpoint. So I was really amazed at how well herbal remedies worked.
So have you always done this full time, or is this how did it start out?
I've kind of done it part-time for the most part, because I had young kids at the time, and I was still working as a nurse, and my husband worked full-time in sales. So
we hear that so often with farmers that most of them are kind of doing it on the side, at least initially, anyway.
Right, because it's a big investment when you're talking about purchasing greenhouses and making this big kind of a change in your life. You got to have some sort of a revenue stream to cover it. And we never wanted to go to a bank and borrow a whole bunch of money and then have that big cloud hanging over our head. So we've just kind of done it as we could, and as we have done more, we've invested more. So it's gotten to the point where we are now with the 5 greenhouses, and we're actually out of space now.
We never really knew what direction it was going to go. We've always been open to new possibilities, and we've kind of evolved as a business also. When we started, we weren't even selling herb plants. We added that along the line, and then we went from adding herb plants to our line of teas and dips and vinegars, so many of the things that do so well at Choices. And now we've ventured in, as we've continued to evolve, into fresh herbs, which is an area that we think there's a lot of potential in the future. And that's now become full-time for both of us.
Well, it's been a great value to us, because I know that our customers really appreciate having that, those fresh herbs, and what a difference it makes getting it from you all, and how long they last, and the flavors from them is just really outstanding. So if we could just take a walk, I'd love to share with, I would love to share with our customers what you guys have going on here in terms, just show us your greenhouses, but also the advances you're able to do as a result of the new grant that you just received. So you could talk a little bit about that.
Sure.
So we wanted to make sure that you guys had the opportunity to see some of the greenhouses that they have set up here. If you look a little bit further down the line, you can see that they have quite a facility here, some of which no people are even allowed to go into, to keep everything, what do you call that?
Pristine.
Pristine. Yeah, so everything stays pristine within there, where they're going to be harvesting. And then right behind us here is the it's the new things that they're working on from the grant that they received. So maybe you guys can talk a little bit about that.
our fans going in the background might be a little hard to hear some.
Oh, okay. So we'll go inside in a second, but they can talk about it, and then you can then we can take some video inside as well.
We applied for a Frontera Foundation grant this year from the Rick Bayless Foundation, and we're awarded a grant for our new project, which is in here, which will enable us to grow and provide to restaurants, grocery stores, and other places fresh cut herbs that we have been trialing for the past year. So this will allow us to grow vertically, to save a lot of space. It's also going to save us a lot, up to 90% on our water usage, and it'll allow us to continue to get new customers and provide more to the places that we already have.
We were very fortunate to get the attention of the foundation. We appreciate them recognizing the need and how hard we're trying to provide good food to people in Northern Illinois. And of course, it started at Choices when we were, that we emphasize that, it's been our proof of concept now for a year. We've been packaging fresh herbs. We'll harvest in the morning and deliver in the afternoon quite often. So, you've been very complimentary as far as what great shelf life we have on the products, and it's because you're getting them either the same day or the day after that we've harvested. But as we were providing herbs to a couple of locations, we found we had a hard time keeping up. So this will enable us to meet a much higher demand on a very small footprint. The grant has provided us with 35 stackers, all the appropriate high-tech metal halide lighting, also covering the cost for us to become certified organic, and a standby generator in the event that we have any outage here on the farm, which we've been prone to in the past. And we're doing pretty much the rest of the greenhouse also, but we're going to dedicate, it's been so successful on the smaller basis, we're going to dedicate an entire greenhouse to the fresh herb production, and we're real excited about that being our future.
Well, the other thing too that we've been talking about prior to coming on our video right here is really getting more local restaurants and other local shops to carry the herbs and things that you guys are growing here. We have such a great resource here, and it's really underutilized. And so we want to bring this out there. So anybody who sees this and they know somebody, if you know somebody at a local restaurant, you know somebody in a local shop somewhere, mention Windridge Herb Farm. Mention the local farmers that you're seeing in our videos, because this is how we preserve all the great varieties of plants that there are out there. And if it isn't for the people around the area supporting that, then we won't be able to do it. So we were talking about before that the fan inside is a little bit noisy, but I'm gonna, Brian will come over and take some video inside there, and
I could probably turn the fan off too.
Yeah,
briefly, because
briefly turn off the fan. We don't want to fry the plant, so.
Get really hot. Well, and plus what we can do with this system is we can custom grow for people if they have something in particular that they want on a regular basis. So we can designate a whole stacker to one of these, but each of these we can get now where we would only have space on a bench for one plant in a pot, in a big pot to harvest. We can get 21 plants in the same space. So we have exponentially increased our production abilities with each of these towers. We trialed them for a year. We trialed 7 in one of the other greenhouses with a lot of the herbs that we harvest regularly to see which ones liked it wetter, which ones liked it on the top, which ones would shade the ones on the bottom. Wow. So we did a lot of trial and error with that. Some of them just get too big and we can't put them in there. So it was a good learning experience, but now we're ready to let it fly.
Well, we're really excited for all the opportunity that you guys have here, and we certainly appreciate all of our customers. And if you're not a current customer, that you stop into Choices. Not only do we have their fresh packed herbs, but we also have some dip mixes, vinegars that are just outstanding that you will not find anywhere else. So thanks so much for your time today. We really appreciate you letting us come out.